Hello, everybody. As you probably know, it's me, the Theredmagekro, and welcome back to Danganronpa. Ew. I didn't like that. I don't know. I've been out of the game for quite some time. Remember how I said I was getting sick in the last one? Well, yeah, I got sick in my throat. Yeah, no, it went from bad to worse, but we're back to Danganronpa. We're here to finish it. I guess I'm the first one this time.
Makoto.
You're early, Makoto. Ah! Does that mean you feel prepared? Oh, it's time. You can probably still kind of hear my voice a little bit in disarray. I'm hoping and praying that I don't have to do any Monokuma, and if I do, it's gonna have to be kind of not Monokuma, unfortunately. Ignore that noise. Yeah, for now, at least. Where's everyone else? Why aren't they here yet?
However,
don't worry. I'm sure they'll be here soon. And just like she said, Byakuya! Byakuya! Byakuya? They arrived, one after another. They were all the same state of shock. Ina? Hiro? Silence. There wasn't any normal silence. It was the deafening silence of fear and suspicion. It was like the first-class trial.
You called for me and so I appear.
Ah, I'm late.
I'm on fire.
That exciting message, so wonderful, so cool, so hot. I learned that days, I hate you.
Yes!
Now listen, everything will be just fine if you leave it to me.
My beautiful scissors!
With my scissors-sharp scissors in hand, I'll stab and gouge and shiv the master of evil. But I thought you couldn't kill anyone but adorable little boys. If it's a master wants, it can be boy, girl, or anything in between. I can handle it. Oh, look how progressive you are. Oh. Never mind. You know what? We had it, and now we lost it. Where am I?
whew,
No human language can describe the disappointment I'm feeling right now. Here we go. Okay. Is everyone here? Oh, and wearing our gloomy goose faces, I see.
Well now.
Okay, well then, let's begin.
Thrills, chills, kills!
This final class trial is going to be slathered in pitch black despair. Climaxium sorrow! Oh my god, it sucks. Oh
that's
no.
fine.
You're right. This is the final class trial. And this time, it'll be fair.
How strange.
What do you mean this time? Stop with all the slander. I'm a bear in good standing, you know.
Unbelievable.
If there was a Fair Guy Universe contest, I'd take home the tiara every year. I'm gonna win this game super fair and square.
Today, I'm feeling white.
And I'll make sure everyone at home knows. A despair is mightier than the hope.
Stop talking.
Enough of your tedious drivel. Begin the trial already. Sure, let the trial begin already. I'll be waiting for you down below.
You guys.
So don't try and run away. That actually still kind of hurt. Not gonna lie. Laughing as loud as ever, Monokuma disappeared. Whatever.
In the name of my family.
This will be over in no time. With an inexplicable confidence, Byakuya was the first into the elevator. One by one, the others followed. Oh man. Nobody made eye contact. Nobody said a word. They just disappeared into the elevator.
Hey,
They're all acting odd. Like they're paranoid. Suspicious of each other.
however,
But you know why that is, don't you? Yeah, I think so.
however,
Well, you can tell us all about it soon. At the class trial. You're right. I'm ready.
so,
Ready to win, right? Of course! I'm glad to hear you say that. Then Kyoko was aboard the elevator. I started to make my way towards the opening. Step after step toward that gaping maw. I had resolved that this would be the last time. I repeated to myself that there was no fear, no mystery left. I pushed the anxiety down, calmed my trembling body, and finally... Oh yeah, I'm yawning. Oh god. And finally, on steady legs, we're in. I passed the threshold and stood in the elevator. Without warning, it began to descend. Deeper and deeper. Deeper, deeper, deeper still? Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper. Deeper and deeper it fell. I closed my eyes, and sight fell away. All sound too disappeared. Alone in the universe, I waited for the elevator doors to open for the last time. What could have been seconds or centuries later, I felt the gentle vibration of the elevator come to an end. I slowly opened my eyes. This is the final trial site? What do you think? Isn't it just the perfect background for deciding a person's fate?
Yoo-hoo!
It's the long-awaited last stage, the always exciting final boss battle. And I'm gonna sit in on this one. I'll just sit right here in the vacant 16th seat.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Well then, let's begin! And here we go. It's time. I have no sort of preparation I could possibly have.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule.
Oh no, I don't like a special rule.
So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win!
Okay.
But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Oh.
are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
I mean, bears don't normally have words.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Hmm?
Don't bother. I already know the answer.
Oh.
You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
God dang it, Hero!
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Hero! Not again! Okay, Let's see. Places to check. Yada yada.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line.
What?
You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it.
Hold up. Wait.
I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present.
What is
Evidence
going
that
on?
proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that kind of evidence?
There we go.
No,
Okay.
it's wrong.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
Oh.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Huh? Wait, but mine's different.
Oh.
With the picture you have, I'm in it.
Yes.
But that can't be right. Because in my picture... See? I'm
Oh.
the only one not in it.
What the hell? I love how somehow Sakura's like... I want to assume that this is not Sakura being like late, or maybe she gave them a head start. You never know, but maybe she already passed them up, you know? You know what's funny about this? Everyone's facing the camera except for frickin' Junko! Again! Wait. I figured as much. In which case...
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Yeah.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
And yet again, look who isn't facing the camera. It's Junko. This one too. It's just like I thought. And look, Sakura, there we go. I think that Sakura as well as Taka are in the exact same pose as the one in Makoto's. It's like these are actually Photoshop. Maybe. Or they're just like, I don't know. It's weird.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other.
Yes.
The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
Yeah.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
The proof I need to reveal, each photo has a certain something in common. It's connection regarding what person isn't shown in the group. The one who got the photo.
Gun!
Of course.
In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing.
Yeah, look. Sakura and Taka are kind of in roughly the same pose. A little bit different.
In the picture Hina got, she's the only one
But
missing.
this one is kind of weird because, you know, nobody's in the exact same pose except for Celeste. And again, I don't think that Celeste
And
really
in the
moves
picture
much.
Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Okay.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that
I love how
person wasn't
Junko's
included.
face still wasn't shown in that one, but it was because she was being splashed with water.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, Might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. Something else that bothers me about everyone's pictures. What is it? What's digging at me?
Can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
There's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Yes, see? Yakuya's photo. Look, Celeste is over there and she's in the exact same pose. I mean, there are a couple of things here. Why is there a fish in the pool? Tina's picture. Hero's picture. And mine. Something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something... Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Ugh. Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
No, there is
Yeah,
a way.
I don't remember ever taking a picture like that, so it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Yeah, huh?
Don't get me wrong.
No, I
don't
know.
remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Oh, finally Toko joins in the conversation! The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. It might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Lovely. What do I... Oh, it's Hangman's Gambit. Amnesia. Oop, I missed the S. I need an A. There's an A. There we go. That one was
Now I
kind of
understand.
easy. Kind of. A lot of things were moving faster in that one. You know.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Right.
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
When you put it like that, it really doesn't.
As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heroes being
We
smart.
all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
I mean, Hina's in on it too. It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. No matter how they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, then they have no choice. You can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. Oh, really? What do I have? What do I have? What are my bullets? Monokuma interviewed DVD. Oh no.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Yeah, here we go. Interviewed
I
DVD.
promise you, I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
So
Okay.
the idea that we all lost our memories.
I just want to
This
make sure.
totally stupid. Obviously.
I just want to make sure, you know. I'm playing this a little bit. I'm playing this a
You're
little bit
saying
more
we all got
safer.
spontaneous and since when did this turn into some...
I promise you, ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Because the interview
No,
DVD is
it's
the
wrong.
only one that actually makes sense for this one.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss.
Mm-hmm. You tell him,
This
Makoto.
DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Toko, do you not listen?
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
Mm-hmm.
When you say all of us, you mean...
All of us.
All of us, including you.
Yes.
You lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself.
Kinda hard to do that.
The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
Yeah.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe, but yeah.
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
I mean, amnesia isn't living nor breathing, hero.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Oh, that's
Something else?
odd.
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right?
Yes.
What were the interviews about?
Okay.
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
A very important question.
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
I mean, you would think so.
Actually, we all said we could,
Oddly enough.
even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
You
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else? Nobody remembers?
No one absolutely remembers.
You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
It's
That's just
not
insane.
something.
How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
Then, I really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
Which makes no sense unless he drugged us with some kind of memory and, wiping drug.
This is all... making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
It would be kind of weird if he could do that.
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
I'm hoping he will explain.
How? Come. That hardly matters right now.
No, please explain.
If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring
Yes,
out
he has a
what
point.
memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
Ooh,
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Okay.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive.
You mean the motive you came up with to try and get us to all kill each other?
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
What?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Alright, so now we have all of this.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
Okay,
When you think about it,
what do we
is
got
the
here?
mastermind really here in the school?
They have to be.
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a
There
million
we go.
miles away.
No, that's wrong.
That's what it is. We had to make
There's
sure
no
to
question
refute
that
that.
the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yes, actually.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time.
Exactly.
So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Actually, no.
Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I told you this already. This killing game, yes. We've seen this. The only people to take a step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me!
Yes.
I'm not the mastermind!
It's not you here.
Well, it's not me!
Not you either, Hina.
I blame Makoto.
Listen here, Toko. You've been on my butt since day one. Chill!
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
I mean, you know, you do have a point.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Monokuma!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
Exactly.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Thank you, Byakuya.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Yep.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different.
I really want to know how you can really figure out what killed people, right? Especially if there are multiple, like, things on the body. Lacerations, a hit to the head, and a stab through the body. Like, how do you know which one happens first? I would have to assume it has to do with, like, the rate of decay or something. But, I don't know. And while I'm interested, I don't want to know!
Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
If it was actual cause of death, or the other
I
wound.
got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
Yeah.
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
You would think so.
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
How do you know?
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right?
Ah,
So that means-
okay. So
You're
that
wrong.
means I accidentally skipped it. I'm sorry. But that would be because of her body.
She denied me. Before I could even say anything.
Coco, you weirdo.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
Coco, but stop being weird! If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? We gotta go with, like, her file. If she doesn't have any, yeah, I think it's her profile. I'm going to double check that because... There it is. To not have a single scar, yes. Was the ultimate soul.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Nope!
No, that's wrong.
No, you did. No, she did not. I love how this one is a lot easier to deduce.
Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
Not a one.
Can't be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
Coco, stop.
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Coco.
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Okay.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Oh, ultimately, we're just throwing that out now. Okay, wow, we're getting shown all these lacerations.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
Seems
That's
like
exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
it. Okay, what happened last night?
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Yes, he did.
If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The mastermind.
I got it!
It would have to be.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
It's like if you think about it, the mastermind would also have the key to everyone's room, too.
What are you laughing at?
It makes sense in theory.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in.
Please don't.
Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
Monokuma, it doesn't matter what you think.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
I'm supposed to convince you? No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face. Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo, comparing that to the masked attacker. It should be obvious. The fact that she had a tattoo on the hand versus not having it. Ooh, Monokuma 5.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any...
What is number 5? Okay, so that's weird.
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
So we gotta find something
You're wrong.
that
Even without
basically
seeing their face,
contradicts that
there's
in this
another
statement
part of
because
the
we only have the
attacker we
one.
can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot?
Oh man, wait, stop. Wait a moment. I want to say it's the right hand. Right? Oh man, I cannot.
Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
Let's see the mark here.
You never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh, you suck!
Shoot! You never saw their face.
So you can't have. I'm telling you now.
You're
I
wrong.
hate you.
There's another part of the attack.
Oh? And what is it the right hand or the left hand?
Maybe the. Or perhaps.
I feel like it has to.
Be.
I feel like it has to be like.
You never saw their face, so you can't have any idea who was under that. I'm telling you now, it was...
There we go. I was right. I was like, I feel like it should be the left hand because it came later, but I know for a fact it's the right hand.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo. But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me. And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her.
You gave that
But
up.
that still doesn't prove that it was me.
He gave that up real fast.
It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
No, you're just really bad.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Huh? Show me what?
Yeah, show him.
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Or anyone could say anything. Oh, her scars. Yoko was removing her gloves.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than a little burned skin.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
Oh no.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Yoko seemed to savor the words she said them. And she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Mm-hmm.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Oh, not at all.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
I am now the Makoto. I am the Makoto now. Woo! Woo! I am the Makoto now. Woo!
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Oh, the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
How dare you?
Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
I will murder you.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet.
You will be.
Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
Are we still in the same day?
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about.
Okay.
I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Okay.
And somehow, she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the
Right.
culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
No, not his brain.
Then
There's not
she
enough
was being stored
left.
somewhere?
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
Only one place I can think of, which is the biolab.
Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Yes.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
Exactly.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
Yes.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Proof that shows the body was carried. Yes, it is the tarp.
I got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
The biolab.
Oh, it says Biolab.
Yes.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's
tiny?
nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Right.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in.
Mm-hmm.
Then
okay.
they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
But that's just a wild guess.
Monokuma.
Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Right.
Up?
Very.
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous.
Yes.
Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Yes, because the mastermind is a freaking. It's supposed to be a dead body.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
Exactly. I'm right. Come on, prove it. She's just talking about
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
really Monokuma.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
Will do. I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency about the biolab. You be talking
By
about...
the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
Yeah, what one thing. Fall for his trap.
What do you think? I'm talking about your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message. So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
What the hell? Why is he doing this?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Right?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Yeah, what
Calm
the
down,
hell?
Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Exactly. Yeah. I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me! He's just saying that because he knows we're getting closer to the truth of the biolab. If I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be that one area where the numbers just don't match up. Wow, he even flat out states it. Moment of truth. Oh no.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible! Are you sure about this? That's impossible!
Ooh, final strike.
I'm not listening!
The bio... I'm sorry. No! It's the light.
Are you sure about this? That's impossible! I'm not listening!
The
This should prove it.
biolab lights! Thank you. I knew it. I just didn't know.
The
That was weird.
inconsistency Kyoko's talking about
Yes.
is the lights.
Because I said it too.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Yes.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there.
Yes.
That's where everyone who's died is stored.
And it was set up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Yes.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Uh-huh.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
Okay, hero, I get you. Should be 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Exactly.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. That's the key to solving this mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leon was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth. Then Havumi was seventh. Celeste was eighth. Sakura was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro!
So 10 people in all?
Exactly.
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious. But according to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
Kind of,
I
yeah.
got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
yet,
good logic.
her body was left alone.
Yes,
Then-
yes.
Whose body disappeared?
Oh, we don't know.
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
Oh!
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies. That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Because one of them is. Explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? What would it take for that the only 9 murders took place? Only 9 murders took place. Weren't actually 10 murders, but 9. That's why there are 9 bodies. That's patently untrue. Counting Monokuma's execution, there have been 10 murders. We can all... Actually, you're completely right, so... Am I... Okay, hold up. Did I not read that right? The same person was killed twice? The mastermind destroyed a body.
I got it!
What?
What about if the same person was killed twice?
What do you mean?
Huh? Killed twice?
Uh-huh. Okay.
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far,
Okay.
but one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Huh?
Murdered and murdered again?
Yeah, hold up, wait,
If
huh?
that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still,
Oh my
Something
god,
like
the
that.
body of freaking Mukuro! That's Junko's body! Cause all the... Hold up. Wait. Look at all that. That's everywhere that freaking Junko got freaking hit. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see. The last piece of my puzzle.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
Uh-huh.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Exactly!
Nothing's gonna become
It's
obvious.
Junko!
Because Kyoko's totally delusional.
I was right. Oh, another one of these, huh?
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed as? Was it Sayaka Maizono?
No.
Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu, whatever? Or maybe Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
I'm supposed to just... I think I'm just supposed to shoot that.
Was it Junko, Leon,
It's just
Chihiro,
weird that
Mondo,
the
Kiyotaki,
things are...
Fumi, Celestia, or maybe... No,
There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Wait.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro? Was it Sayaka, Maizo, Junko, Enoshima, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe... No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
How am I supposed to do
Was it
this?
Junko, Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe... No.
There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Dang it. I think I gotta get it at the very end.
Is this Was it
Sayak, Junko, Enoshima,
Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe...
No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
Dang it, I wasn't able to get it.
Who is this someone? Was it
Sayaka, Junko, Enoshima,
Leon, Chihiro, Mondo, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe...
No, there's no way anyone was murdered twice!
How do I do
Is
this?
this
What the
someone
heck?
else?
Was it Sayaka, Maizono, Junko, Enoshima, Leon Kuwata,
Chihiro, Fuji, Mondo, Kiyotaki, Fumi, Celestial, or maybe...
No. There's no way anyone...
I did it somehow!
What's wrong?
But wait, I got it! Wait, yes! I was right!
Junko. Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
Yes!
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body.
Yes!
When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered,
Then those similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
Ah!
so let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears.
Mm-hmm.
Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that Junko.
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
It means that Junko
Which also
is the
means that
killer.
among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She's still alive. She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No. Mukuro alive? One that's still alive is Mukuro, but we really believe that. No, there's no way. There's no way Mukuro Ikusaba is still alive. Oh no. Oh no.
The body we found in the garden. It
Has to be this.
wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
Okay, hold up, wait, right? So, not that. Yeah.
The body we found in the garden, it wasn't Mukuro.
Has to be.
No, that's wrong.
Because Kyoko lined it all up to be.
No, the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
Exactly.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Someone made it look like they died, but is actually still alive. There's only one person that could be. It's Junko.
Here's my answer.
It's Junko! I've been
Junko is still
right
alive.
all along.
It's the only possibility.
Back when I played this on a frickin' PSP and I god dang downloaded the English patch, I've been right this whole time! Yes! Back in my college days. God, when was my college days? Graduated. It had to be, yeah, it was somewhere between 2012 to 2014. Somewhere in between there.
Are you sure about that?
Oh, Byakuya.
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes.
Mm-hmm.
If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I gently placed my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched her wrist to check for a pulse, like they do in the movies and stuff, but she really is dead. Wasn't anything else to say. She was gone. Yeah, but not only that, but didn't we just say that Junko and Mukuro swapped bodies? I did check. Absolutely. I can say for sure.
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh.
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
Huh?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
Thank you, Makoto.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's
Yeah.
assume Junko is still alive. If so, how could she have survived?
Could have Junko survived? I checked her. She was dead. I'm sure of it. Didn't we already confirm that? But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko... Didn't we already say this was the case? She used some sort of trick. Okay, replace... A, I need an A. places. Maybe I need an S. Or D. Replaced.
Now I understand.
There we go.
That's it. What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
Yes.
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that? Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
That would be sick. But no.
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that.
But if they were always
Maybe the whole
swapped,
idea is wrong.
you give up way too easily.
I got
They
it.
switched at the very beginning.
Two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Definitely.
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right?
Right.
After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So you're saying the Junko we first met
Yes.
was actually Mukuro all along?
Exactly.
Then we'd already met her?
Yep.
I had like a normal conversation with her.
Yep.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko,
And everyone
and
would
we
believe
never
her.
would have known the difference.
Exactly.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right?
Okay, yeah.
Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
And Junko also had those fake nails.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the
Thank
hands of
you,
Mukuro's body.
Kyoko! I'm so
They were the
excited.
same fake red nails
I
she was
can't
wearing when we all
believe
met for
that
the
I've
first
been
time.
right all these years. I'm actually really happy about that.
But if she really did use foundation,
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto. But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Or should we say Junko?
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Yes.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
Come
The
on.
reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her.
Wow, someone like her? What does that even... Bro, that's kind of messed
In
up.
other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid?
Oh.
Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity?
Yes.
As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
Right.
I I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. Try to hide Junko's identity, and not once, but twice. First time was during our latest investigation.
I got it!
During the...
While I was in the AV room,
Yes.
watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsies! Look like it broke! Out of service. What? It just so happened to break just now? Now then, when? Doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere at any time. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Right.
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
Right.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
No, it wasn't a fluke. The Mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. That's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. The Mastermind tried to cover up one last piece of evidence. I gotta reveal that. Ooh. Oh, again?
What? What do you want? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? You're getting all riled up! That's impossible!
Okay, final strike.
That's impossible!
I don't know why I picked that one.
What? What do you want?
Okay.
That's impossible!
Ah, here we go.
This should prove
Group
it.
photo. That's right. Because all of the Junko
The
in the
video
video
wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
Exactly.
What's so unusual about them?
Unusual circumstance common to all these pictures. Just Junko's face is always not shown. Junko's
I got it.
face.
Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
Exactly. Every single one.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet.
Yes.
With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Yes!
Xanadu!
Xanadu?
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
Xanadu.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
Mm-hmm, definitely.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game.
Okay.
She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Ooh.
Xanadu times 2!
Yes.
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run.
Come
I'll
on.
prove everything right now.
Oh. We're doing this from the get-go. Gotcha. Okay. Probably that. That's the only thing that makes sense. Okay, Act 3. What goes here? I mean, unless it's this, where they're pulling it out only to, like, use it. I guess. Then maybe that. That. This. That's what I'm guessing. I didn't explain that, so I'll explain it right now, right? At least I don't think I explained it very. So this one is basically, you know, showing that she is them. Basically, then they pull it out of the ice thing to go and place the thing. She tries to kill Makoto. I don't know why they would put the body there first. That's kind of weird. Also, did they censor it? I'm fairly certain this is censored. And then I guess Makoto wakes up, but we don't really have anything here that really orchestrates that very well. Kyoko comes in, they see, they look, they run, I guess. They put the mask on, we find them, and then they blow up.
The killer
I
is
guess.
you.
That's my guessing process.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko.
Yeah.
The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place.
Alright,
And that
alright.
girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yeah, look, you can kind of see it from here on Junko's dress. Like, you could see that, like, her entire, like, neck down to her cleavage is completely open.
But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind,
Why did you say it like that?
Junko and Oshima.
A mastermind?
Her
Okay.
body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue.
Yes,
until
yes.
Junko decided to put her body to use.
Yes. Yeah, see, it's
Junko dragged the body out of the
censored for
biolab,
some reason.
using its heart to carry her to the garden.
That's so weird. Why is it censored there?
She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me.
Okay. Good so far.
After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room.
Oh, I see. So it was all a part of the plan. All according to Keikaku.
Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
All
Finally,
according to
by strapping a
Keikaku.
bomb to the
pose.
body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity.
I love how Toko just took a bomb to the face and somehow still managed to live.
She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder. And the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma.
Oh.
The real Junko Enoshima.
Yes!
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
Come on,
What?
Monokuma.
Are you broken again?
No, I guess Junko's on her way down.
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
Oh. I don't like that.
Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case? Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
The thing is how there's like 3 other games. I'm guessing that Junko just does not die, or whatever group she's a part of probably is still around. Oh? Oh, look at that. She has 2 bears. And she is a little bit different. Oh, her freckles are gone. I really liked her with freckles.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear.
Oh, that was about... I liked her voice. I like freaking what's-her-face's voice
If
better.
you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking.
Home cooking?
Have you
Ooh.
made your choice? Will you serve under us?
Okay.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you.
Dang it. I wanted that home cooking, though.
It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? Jeez. The real Junko Enoshima.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Why are you so Monotone.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
Oh, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen her too somewhere. Definitely before I got to the school. Before arriving at school.
I got it! That's right. It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover.
Oh.
And you were on it.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't have any freckles on that one. It was
Wow,
staring me
you have a pretty good
right
memory.
in the face.
I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began.
Yeah, see, I like her with freckles. Oh, I like this better. Oh no. Been around tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Photoshopped? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. So, oh, so they aren't real?
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same, because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins!
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Okay, here we go. This is more of a personality I would have assumed.
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Really? I was about to say, the monotone is getting a little out of hand.
Whoa! She's a totally different person now.
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell. I even get fucking bored with myself. But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
I feel that, though I get more annoyed.
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
I guess so, yeah.
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
I'm sorry.
For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes.
Okay.
The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that.
Okay.
But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because
Alright.
naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family,
The hell, man?
leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life.
The hell?
I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
Dang, man.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the three atrocities: atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
The hell, man?
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
I guess she has, like, multiple personas?
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
Well, maybe not personas. Personas is probably the wrong thing to say. I guess she has, like, multiple... I want to say personalities, but it's not like multiple personality disorder. She's still technically the same person. It's just that she's switching her mood on a dime? Question mark. I want to assume you guys understand what I'm trying to like throw down, but even if I'm confused, how do I expect any of you to understand? You know?
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra, unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know?
Oh,
If I
God.
planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
The hell?
I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was
I
a
love how none
one-sided,
of them are kind
premeditated
of
act of
batting an
betrayal.
eye. But no one's batting an eye to these, like, personality swaps.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
I guess.
How can you talk like that?
Right?
You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
Kinda, yeah.
Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope. I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all.
Jeez.
When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
I'm just kind of enamored in the plot. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm supposed to be commentating,
So you
but...
just murdered your own sister?
This is all
and
kind of
didn't think
crazy.
anything of it? That's not true at all.
Oh, God.
We were twins. How could I not be sad?
Why does she have mushrooms? No!
That's why it gets me so excited.
No! Don't go towards the Toko route!
Huh? Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super,
Oh
super,
God,
super,
let it
super
end!
despair. It just feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You, I wouldn't mind if you moved over to where
And
I'm
my
at.
sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by
That
her own
hero
sister,
has the worst of
and only
it.
as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some
Oh,
ordinary
okay, now
person.
Byakuya.
There's some kind of abnormality.
Byakuya finally joins the conversation. Hi,
Turning
Byakuya.
your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Right?
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak. right?
Oh, she's pulling a Toko. I hate it.
So, I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No.
No. I don't
Thank
think
you.
there's anything perfect
I am the
about
BFB
anything
now.
you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood. Don't you mean had that noble blood?
Had.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
Oh, is the Togami clan done, though?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer, so how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating.
Okay.
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then
Dang.
we'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Okay, well.
All right, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
I feel like this is a good time to kind of end this part. We're done with one part, and it's already getting kind of late. So I think I'm gonna end this part of the recording here, because I should be able to save. Yeah, so I can save here, and we can pick this up in the next part. So thank you all very much for watching. We finally figured out who the mastermind is, and that's great. And I'm so glad that I've been right all these years. Oh my god. 2012 to 2014, and I'm only now figuring this out. Roughly, nearly 10 years. That is actually crazy to me. I feel old. I feel old and I'm leaving. Bye everyone. Kaka, 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 bye-bye.